So I'm going to just start the preliminaries. My name is Becky Morgan. I'm the Vice President of the PPN Board, and I welcome you to this book cover confidential, where we have some designers giving us their from the hip book cover opinions. Uh, I wanted to start out by telling you that PPN is a Bay Area-based, not all volunteer nonprofit organization promoting excellence in bookmaking through education and building community. We have our all-day conference coming up on April 24th. Please go ahead and we'll put the link for registration in the chat. Please go ahead and check it out and sign up. Okay, for today's book cover confidential, we have PPN board member Victor Mingovits, who is a New York-based designer of book covers and interiors. He's been active for over 20 years and he's won many awards and honors, and he'll be providing our book covers and moderating our two panelists. Our first panelist is Mike Nicholls, who's based in Oakland. He's a designer and visual artist and the founder of Umber, which is a site that brings together art, design, and culture. And Nita Ybarra is also based in the Bay Area, and she's been a book designer and design teacher for over 30 years, and she specializes in typography. Let's hear a little bit more about the panelists. Mike, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hey, everybody. My name is Mike Nicholls. As you mentioned, I'm based in Oakland. I've been out here now since '08. Originally from North Carolina, from Charlotte. Went to school for illustration and then a design back in the late '90s. My journey into print design or book design really started with my love for magazines. When I launched Umber in 2017. I sort of got like, I guess, pulling the radar with the covers I designed, and then I started making book covers for a lot of publishers who are based here in the Bay Area. So here's some of the covers here. As you mentioned, Umber is a print magazine I launched. We just released our newest edition. Came out end of this year, and so yeah, happy to be here. Super excited to see all of the covers and give my honest feedback. Yay.
Thanks, Mike. And Nita, could you tell us something about your experience?
Okay. I've been in publishing for like 30, like you just said, 30 plus years. And I love it. And I also taught for 18 years. So my strength is typography. So I'll do my best and with my comments regarding the work we're about to see.
Thank you. All right, take it away, Victor.
Great. I just wanted to give you a little sense of what to expect from today's presentation. We'll be looking at book covers from the past year. There'll be a mix of trade hardcovers and paperbacks from major houses, from independent publishers, from smaller presses, from university presses. They will have a few award winners thrown in, a few covers from the recent AIGA 50 Books, 50 Covers Awards, from the recent AU Presses book show, and even a few covers from our most recent PPN Book Awards. We'll have some bestsellers in there. The actual format, though, is we'll be looking at these covers very quickly. They'll be zipping by. We're going to try to get as much feedback from Mike and Nita as we can in a short amount of time. It's going to be a lightning round. It might be similar to browsing the new releases table at a bookstore, because there'll be a mix of genres, a mix of styles, a mix of target audiences, and we'll see what stands out, and we'll see if we can identify a few trends.
I also want to mention that we will be leaving time for questions at the end, about 1/4 or 12 till 1 o'clock. And please put your questions in the chat, and I will read them out to the panelists. Thank you.
Great. And one last thing to mention is that the PPN Book Awards for 2026 are going to be opening in a few weeks. So be sure that you're subscribed to our newsletter and get information on that as soon as the awards open for book covers and book interiors. And now let's go ahead and start looking at some book covers. Mike, Nita, your first impressions.
I like this. I like the font, that lime sort of green with the pink, super clean. I feel
Mhm.
like maybe the text at the top right side is a little lost with
Mhm.
against the background, but all in all, it's there. It's clean design. Um, Played it a little
Nita,
safe, but it's good.
Nita, do you have any thoughts on this one?
Okay, yes. Overall, I think it works. There are a few things I would consider on refinements. Title works, the colors, I like that what am I trying to say? I the colors work with the image. But I might include swap out like a novel, maybe the quote to at the top in another font for contrast. For contrast, and especially the quote, because it's set in upper and lowercase, and Tracy's name is all in caps, should be yes, in another typeface, so it's more legible.
That's a fairly long quote, isn't it? That might
It
not
is.
show up very well once this is on
Yeah.
a website.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, next cover. Feel free to jump in.
This is good. I like this one way better than the first one.
Mm.
Um,
What resonates with you, Mike?
the Ruth, so when I was in school, is either make it super big or super small, right? And the fact that I have Ruth super big in the middle, I like that. The bold font at the bottom is a nice, I would say, contrast and weight of the font. And now I'm curious about this sheep here. Like, what is the sheep doing? Um, I like this one a lot. If something about it feels old and new at the same time.
Mm. It definitely sparks some curiosity with that image.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, I too feel this overall works. However, Kate Riley, I think, is set too bold. And the problem with that is that the counters of the letters of her name are so small. So I
Mm.
reduce, if you scale this down for online, for a website, it's going to be very hard to read.
Mhm.
So I would have selected a lighter, bold face though. I love the contrast, the script and the condensed sans serif, but it's too bold.
Mm. Okay, I'm going to try to speed through these a little bit more quickly. And with this one, you guys might notice a theme in these first few ones. We've got a lot of these really hot fluorescent colors that
Yeah.
work a little bit differently in RGB when they're being promoted online versus how they might print on paper.
But I feel like even with this one, I wonder if it is printed, like, is it with the with a oh my gosh, what am I saying
Like
here?
a Pantone
A,
spot color?
yeah, like a spot color or
Hmm.
varnish over it.
Hmm.
But there is a theme with novel being super small, and maybe that's the trend now. Like novel, like we have to say this a novel, and with the contrast of fonts again. And so this one I feel like is similar to the last one we just looked at. Um, I get it that we have to have a quote on the cover, but like having like quotes on the cover just it throws me off. I'd rather not see it.
Mm.
But I get it. I get why people do it. I also like this one a lot. I feel like the font is pretty good. Once again, it's old and new at the same time. So yeah,
Including the
I think
classic
it works.
painting. It kind of helps with that balance of old and new that you've mentioned.
Is that yeah. I feel like and that could be with the trend now, like taking these paintings from a different period and then adding in a newer font, right? With these bold colors. That's I guess we're seeing a trend.
Okay. Um, love this cover, love that image. What I'm particularly drawn to is the title treatment.
Mm,
It is so proprietary with the dripping of,
hmm
I guess, blood. It really makes it unique and proprietary. And I'm curious about what this book is about. I'm not crazy about the combination of the gothic-ish
Yeah.
face in Hungerstone paired with the it looks like a Bodoni or a modern face
Yeah.
below with title. Doesn't quite, it's not a good pairing.
mm.
I would have explored another face for the author's name.
There are quite a few typefaces on this cover.
Yes, right.
And,
Oh,
and now something completely different.
Love this. It's so simple and it's rare when you get to set type, the title and the author's name in the same size. I love the big O, the circle, the sparing. Again, proprietary, unique, and conveys a message of the message or the idea of disappearing,
Mhm.
leaving.
yeah. Something about this reminds me of I would say universe font, which I don't see a lot. And maybe it's
Mm,
universe. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but something about this feels that way. And I also love it too. I think it's definitely this difference from the ones we've seen before. But now I'm curious, like it's not. Now I'm curious if the book itself is going to be a good read. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Because I think is leaving is very sparse in design, and I feel like more of a designer's sake book. Like I'm designing for designer, you know? And that's my only thing is like, is it what the it's not telling me a lot about what the book is about. And I think it's just
mhm.
leaning so much on the act of it is disappearing. So
Okay. Not crazy about the color. There wasn't enough contrast. Anyway.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like I feel like I always see this, and this feels. I know it's not Helvetica, but it feels like in that same Swiss period, 60s going in the 70s maybe. You know, this was just remind me of Bloomberg. This is the Bloomberg magazine. Their cover always had the same sort of like, let's take this
Mhm.
picture of a prominent somebody in media, the people know within in business or tech, and then do this. And so it's fine. I mean, it's with the layout wise, it's good. Like everything is lined up and symmetry, all of that. But it just feels like it's been kind of done before.
Mm,
But it's not bad. I think that's the thing, right? Like you can make a good book design, but is it saying something? You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Versus it just looks okay. Everything is lined up, good font. So yeah,
How
I
do
don't
you
know.
feel about the marriage of concept and execution here? We've got that really understated blue cursor kind of evoking Twitter and typing in on a screen, but
I
it's
feel
very
like
it's,
it's like
it's
the
very
other one
subtle.
too. I feel like
Hmm.
the other one
Hmm.
too is designing for designers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, of
But
course we're gonna like that as designers, but I don't know. I mean, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like I've seen it before.
mm. Okay, Nita, how about this one?
I am Agatha, Nancy Foley. Wow, I really, I'm attracted, I'm interested.
Yeah.
There's something engaging about it.
Very.
No.
Well, it has a strong focal point
Hmm.
and the type wrapping around it, which you normally don't see. So it was, I think from the designer doing this, I think it's like kudos for the designer
Yeah.
because this is it's just different and it's unique and daring.
Hmm. You
And
I
mentioned
love
the,
this.
Yeah.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Similar.
Sorry.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna say like all of this. Like I don't even
Mhm.
mind the quote on the cover. It's fine, but this is almost like I wonder too if it's how it's printed. Like, is there any kind of raised embossed with the
Mm,
text of the painting? Um, this I would imagine you take away all the type, and that could be a poster. Like this, I love.
mhm. I'm glad you brought up the production special effects because the covers that were chosen today, we didn't take that into consideration because there are some covers that work brilliantly with either a spot foil or some embossing. But since
Yeah,
we're looking at everything on screen today, we thought to keep things simple. We wanted to see how these looked flat. So I can't
yeah,
speak to the production effects on this one. But
yeah.
you did mention, Nita, the type wrapping around, and this is something that we are seeing in a few
wow, yeah.
covers. Here's another variation on that.
Let's go. Let's go. Yes,
Of
yes,
course. It's very,
yes.
though I really like it. I mean, I love the hand lettering, the hand lettered treatment here, that gorgeous image, but it's a little challenging to read.
I feel like that's the point. I feel like it's the like okay, I'm trying to read this thing. Like what is it saying? But it's the at some point
Oh,
does
yes.
does the type itself just becomes art
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
you can figure it out later. It's almost like music where when I first hear an album, I'm just listening to the music and then I hear it again, then I hear like the lyrics and the oh, that's what they were saying. I feel like that's what this is.
Hmm.
And it's I feel like I've seen this a lot where they'll take a painting, right? And then they'll do like some kind of graffiti or lettering over top of it. So almost like it's taking away the value for it from it, but adding value to it. Like I'm gonna like it's very disruptive, right? It's very like graffiti. Like you see this building and then you want to tag it and draw on top of it. But this right here, in the centering in the middle, like whatever's happening in the middle, like yes, love, love,
It
love, love.
creates a, actually, I really do like it.
Is it engaging enough
It
that you
is
stick with
engaging.
it long enough that you will actually take the time to read it and
And
sort
it
it
breaks
out?
all the rules. I love it.
Excellent. Some more type wrapping around the corners. We're seeing a lot of this.
I ain't feeling this
Very
one.
different approach.
Hmm.
I'm not like yeah, nah, I'm cool off this one. I mean, I like the with the digital what's happening in the bottom right corner. But ability, Bruce. How I'm just seeing like ability. I'm just seeing ability. That's all I'm saying. And maybe the A it should be ability versus just ability. And so
Hmm.
um I mean I love Oprah. She's dope. She's great. But it's like, dude,
Right.
that that
I've had
What's your
I
take on this one,
I've had
Nita?
a few of those covers. I overall like it. And I was reading one of the comments from a guest participant that God, I wish I could do something like this, but the marketing department wouldn't let me. You know what I mean? Public and the publisher. It's like
mm,
they're and especially but the not fiction book, fiction, there's so much more freedom to do
Hmm.
something like this.
I would have dropped a novel to B, like drop it down so it lines up because right now it feels like a little lost in the trees. I would have dropped it and have it line up at the have the A end of the A line up at the top, the end of the B. I don't know, just move it down, but I
Perhaps,
don't know.
yes. That could be a nice tweak. Oh, this is lovely.
I, for for whatever reason, I like that it's empty up top.
Hmm.
I don't know if I love it, but I do like that it's empty up top. Feeling the need
Mhm.
to take up all the space.
Interesting space to
Um,
breathe when you've got that sort
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
thorny plant menacing at the bottom.
Even that, right? That like agitation, like the uh, how the text is overlaying. I mean, I feel like I've once again kind of seen that before in terms of like the text interplaying with the image. I just like that it's empty up
Love
top.
it.
Mhm. That brings up an interesting question. Mike, you've mentioned a few times when you see elements that you've
Yeah.
seen done before, that there's this sense of trend. And when do you guys think that it's important to lean into trends, and when it's more powerful to do something that's more perennial or long lasting with a cover?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, obviously the image working, wrapping around, coming through text or display type, um, it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But, and then years ago, okay, I come from the old school. I was told the fastest way to date your work is to following trends, following a trend. So, but I don't really feel that way. I think if it works and hopefully it's going to work years from now.
Or perhaps the
Relevant.
novel is meant to be the summer beach read of that year, and it doesn't have
It,
to last.
Right,
that
okay,
that's
great.
you Victor. That's exactly what I was thinking. Is that if you're doing a timely piece or a timely subject matter, then you should lean into it so you can make sure that people read it.
Mm.
But if you're doing something that is, sort of evergreen, something that you could just read at any point in, whether it's now or 15 years later, I feel like you should break the rules a little bit. But I feel like
Hmm.
if you're trying to meet the moment of what everybody is talking about, then yes, follow the trend. But I think if you're trying to make a classic book, if it's written like in a way that's classic, that I feel like I would want to do something different with a
You want it
stand
to
out
have
from the
some
trend.
longevity. You don't want it to have an expiration
Yeah,
date.
yeah, like have it to where like the cover itself is just as important as the title, right?
Hmm.
Like it's a marriage of two things, versus like, oh, let me. Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot of this font where it's like the sharp angles, like it's just it's not humanist typeface, but like these little angles. I feel like that showed up in the first cover too.
Right.
We looked at.
Lydian and all the variations of Lydian that
Yeah,
are
yeah,
popular
yeah,
right now, definitely.
yeah. I love the shape of the sheet. I love the shape of the drawing in the middle.
Yeah,
Um, there's a part of me wish that took up the whole cover, not in the
Mm.
center. Like if because the way that it's cropped at the bottom of the little that graphic, or I feel like it's like a layers of earth, something like that. I feel like that. I wish I would take the whole thing
Hmm.
and then move all of the text up top. But maybe it's done on. I feel like this is intentional. I guess, and I feel like they made it this way on purpose. But I almost would rather see the text
yeah.
super, 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 super small and make that image super, super, super big.
Hmm.
Mm.
And who knows what versions of this cover hit the cutting room floor? There might have been a lot of iterations before they decided on this.
I I, I
I,
feel yeah, I feel like I mean that's one point too. Like we don't know what the process was for them to arrive at this cover.
Hmm.
there's
To
too
your
much
point,
letting
Victor.
in the title and the author's name. Too much letting. Takes
Yeah,
away from that.
like
But overall, I think it's a great cover.
I would have just lined up with the C and the N with the text, like just line with the
Mm.
yeah. It's nerve wracking. Like
So,
pick a side, like pick something. Ooh, okay, all right, okay. Okay.
Yes,
Your own
wow.
typography.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nah. This is the jam. This.
All
This.
right.
This.
No
This.
changes on this one. Approved.
This.
The 36 Ways of Writing, the subtitle, I'm not sure about that font, really. But anyway, overall, love it.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a little, okay, spot for for a quote in that
How do we beat
open
this?
counter. Okay.
I'm not. What I feel like once again, I feel like I've seen this. Maybe if the dotted line was a different color, red or blue, something like that. But um, I'll just say this: I wouldn't want to read the book, but if I'm a fan of the person of the author, then maybe so. But it's not making me want to read the book. Like it's already like I already kind of know where it's going to go with it, and so once again, if I'm a fan of the author, then I read it. But
But it's
I'm
not
cool off of this
enticing
one.
on its own.
I feel like it's it really conveys the message of a dissident, right?
Yeah.
And that dotted line, not crossing over it, I don't know if that's part of the message, but it breaks all the rules. There is, I think it's really, as simple.
It's almost anti-design. It could literally have
Yeah,
been written on the back
right.
of a napkin.
Right.
If
That's what I
if
love about it. It's so it doesn't
it's so
conform to any
dissident.
norms. No rules, right? No norms. Right.
So a few variations on minimalism that we've been looking at. Minimal in a very different way here.
I'm not. It's fine. It's a book cover. It works. I mean,
Yeah, it was definitely. No, good.
ha ha ha. Yes.
Love it. Yeah.
It's like yes, yes. The text going through the
Yeah,
I'm cool. It's
I'm
not. I
cool.
mean,
We get a pretty clear sense of genre on something like this.
Well, you do feel that she fell away.
well, I don't.
I
I
like
don't know
that
if I
a
get
lot.
it. She fell away. Only. I'm cool. Yeah. I'm. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Nah.
Hmm.
It's fine. I mean, it's designed. I'm sure they did. I'm sure it worked. The publisher said yay. Arthur said yay, but oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yes, 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 yes,
What's
yes,
your
yes,
take on that one, Mike?
yes. I'm a fan of constructivist. It's a period in like Russia,
Um,
19 like 20s. Like this is just it feels like an old film.
yes.
I love
So
this.
if it's from that period, it works. Just where I like it, but it's a lot of books that look similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
It works, yeah, overall. Yeah.
But the photo is great. I love the photo. The it's fine. It works.
It needs
I
tracking, letter spacing. The sans serif bold. Whenever you set a display font and a bold condense for legibility, please add tracking. When it's set in all
I do
caps.
love the R. I love it in black. I almost want it to be all. Maybe the cover should be a different color, like that purple. Maybe so it pops more.
Yeah.
But it's
The,
good.
the photo is really doing the heavy lifting on this one.
The photo
It's all
is
about the photo, isn't it?
Definitely.
yeah. Empty spaces.
Empty spaces.
I'm cool. It's
We're really working the corners on some of these covers.
yeah,
No,
empty space, empty
but it works.
corner.
I really,
I would almost want
approve of
nothing
this.
in the middle now. Put nothing in the middle.
Literal
Yeah.
empty
That
spaces.
yeah, just like no pic because maybe the drawing is telling us what the painting is telling us what the book is about on the inside, but just I would take it out.
And the placement, all this, you can really express the meaning of a word or title through spacing, right? Like empty and that huge space between it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the typography is doing some heavy storytelling there in a very
Yes,
subtle way.
Yeah.
exactly. Very well put, Victor.
Some more text wrapping around corners.
Mhm.
This one I like. This one I like. Maybe because they're not breaking up the word. Like this one I actually like. The painting is great. That gray that's balancing off that red. This I would this would be a good poster.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
font, it feels like it kind of like throwback a little bit. I love this one.
Hmm.
I don't know how or why, but it does.
The image is
Image.
engaging because it's just
Very.
unusual enough.
Very.
There's something very intimate about it, but still curiously.
You have hands on the cover, it's going to work. Any kind of use of hand, like
So
like
expressive.
the ghost hands we saw
Right.
earlier,
That's
like
great.
the hands. Yeah, that's
Here we go again.
Working those corners. I'm sorry, Mike, but we're cutting the word in half on the corner there. I know you didn't like that before.
ing, strung.
I'm loving it. Actually, it's really,
Mhm.
yeah.
What
I
strikes
like
you
this
about
one.
it, Nita?
I like this one too.
Well, I love the contrast between the images and the hand-drawn lettering. I can't tell if it's like a font. I hope it's hand. It's not. It's a font. It's a font.
No, I think it's hand. No, I
No.
think it's.
Are you seeing duplicate
Unless they do a
letters?
cut and paste. Look at the, well, maybe you're
No,
right.
that's
Yep,
that's
yep.
my hand.
That's hand drawn.
This is
Okay.
good.
That's good.
This is good. This is good.
The image is a
Once
very
again,
interesting geometric use of collage.
Yeah. And
yeah. And the quote fits in with the design.
Mhm,
If y'all listen, y'all listen. If you're gonna put in quotes, fit it in with make it be a part of the design, not a. Got to put it here like this.
Don't just slap it on there.
Don't just slap it on there. Okay, I'm with Nita. I love that one. I kind of like this one. Throwback. I feel like in the 80s. I don't know if like or 70s really.
Mhm.
That font I don't see a lot of.
Interesting contrast with that really friendly font, but a really sort of dark image.
Yeah, I would read this book. I'm curious or at least read the back of it to see what the book is about.
Mhm.
And here we go again with the drip. Everybody's doing the drip. The drip. I mean, I feel like
we've seen a few of those, haven't we?
Yeah.
Whether it's about murder or death or something around the drip, all about the drip.
I like all the space around the drips,
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes.
creating a
Letting it
strong
breathe.
focal point.
Mm.
I like this. I like that color. The images of some kind of cat. I don't know what kind of cats these are. I like this.
Is it a
I mean,
cat?
it's some kind of like feline animal. The brightness of the yellow and that. I mean, it's hard. It's after a while it kind of hits your. It's hard for your eye to keep looking at it, but it would stand out on a shelf.
It's
Yeah.
engaging.
And
it'll stand out.
Yeah.
It's
I like
definitely engaging. Yes, I love this. It's got a lot of movement.
And the feet on the M and the U, nice.
Mhm.
Only thing though, but over the L, the paws are kind of like floating in it's kind of floating in an empty space. That's the only thing, but everything else is like,
What?
Oh, this is
no,
sweet.
I don't know.
Mm.
A cause for celebration. Uh,
I get it. It's New York Times. You want to put that in there, but put that over those like it's once again it's slapped on. Like make it a part of the design. Like if you know
Mm.
it's going to be a bestseller, go ahead and put put it in in the middle of the two birds or something. A novel should like it should be in the middle, maybe not off to the side.
Hi.
That's what I have noticed.
Why
I've
is
noticed this,
no,
Nita and
I
Victor.
disagree.
They put a novel always on the side.
Are you bored?
The middle is always off to the right, off to the
Right.
left. They never make it. It's almost like an afterthought. A novel, a novel. It's like,
I think I don't see a problem with that. Yeah, it's the last thing, actually, that, okay, let's talk about hierarchy. What's first? What's second? What's third? And what's on the, this is on the last layer, right? Or second to the last. The subtitle, I mean, the quote, and you could see even in this image that, I don't know, perhaps it's a sans serif would have been better,
Mm.
or just a little bit larger point size.
But you bring up an interesting point about hierarchy, Nita. There's what is the path that the eye takes on this? There's not a lot
a
of
novel.
contrast in
No.
weights. Yeah.
A novel is the first
Yeah.
thing I look at, and is black. Is a darker ink. Somebody mentioned about the weights of the
Mhm.
font being too light.
Well,
No,
maybe
I'm not.
it was the red and the author's name
Okay,
was black.
okay, some more birds. See,
Yeah.
the Oprah Book Club, this works here. It's fitting to like, yeah, work it in, y'all. Work it in. Like, it's going to be it. If it's going to make the club, go ahead and put it in. Like this one, I probably won't read the book, but I think it's solid. Everything is balanced. Everything is where it needs to be. A novel is centered in that space.
Hmm.
Yeah, I am curious. Like, at what point do they know? Like, is this the second edition of the cover? Is this the first edition? Like, at what point are these books are submitted for New York Times, for a Pulitzer, for Oprah
It's
Book?
later. It's later because I designed a book cover and the second print of the book had a quote from Oprah quote.
Yeah, so I wonder too. Then
Second edition,
which
later edition.
yeah,
Right, if
I
the
wonder
accolades are
what
already
the
on the
first edition
cover.
looked like.
Hmm.
But this one is good though.
Oh, love this.
We have some more birds. When all
Yeah,
else
there we
fails, put
go.
birds on it.
There we
More
go.
birds.
This is it. This is it. So this is almost like the text is like a play on Futura, maybe, or this
Yeah,
is
really
good.
like.
And this reminds me of like Paul Rand, his style.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Definitely
love
influence. I'm glad.
I
even
love this.
Futura. I absolutely love Futura, but I'm glad this is not set in Futura because I like
Yeah.
this.
Hmm.
It's unique. It's different.
I feel like it's a custom. May not be a custom font, and maybe it's drawn.
No.
I can't tell if it's drawn or if that's a
It
type,
almost
but
looks like it's drawn,
yeah.
especially when you see the drawn birds next to it. It has that character to it.
Yeah. So this was a font I would buy. I would buy this font. Just buy the font.
Mhm. I like
I
that
love
the
this one.
X height to the lowercase is
Uh-huh.
smaller than typical.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Love it. That bird is everything.
Mm.
That bird is everything. Once again, a novel to the side. Everybody putting a novel as an afterthought. Like why? Like why do we have to say this a novel? Like what about it has to? Maybe that's a trend. Maybe we're seeing a trend here. But like this, I don't mind that the end of that branch, the yellow is not going all the way like through the text or
Mhm.
like ending, like it kind of cuts off. Um, I love this one. I love this one.
Really bold color
The
palette
type,
too.
the color, like the black font. Um, I love that font. It's like once again, it feels kind of throwback a little bit, like 70s maybe. This whole look feels 70s. You know what I'm saying? Winner Booker Prize. Once again, these prizes, man, Lord have mercy. Birds, all about the birds.
I love it though.
I feel like it's the same theme. I'm seeing this theme of like it looks like it's handwritten sans serif.
Right, right.
Um, you know,
There's something irregular about it that makes it feel
There, yeah.
yeah.
handcrafted.
I do like this. A novel, once again, afterthought. Let me just. It's always a different font. It's always either handwritten or it's always black too. Maybe that's what people want
I
for it
think
to
it
stand
works.
out.
I like the color in this too. There's really
Mm.
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
strong contrast. Unlike a couple earlier, that the color combination was a little off, but I really draw
Really
But is this
bold
a theme
primary
though?
colors.
Is this a theme where everybody has a solid background and a bird sort of just like place in places?
We
I
do
do
see a
like
lot of
how the
birds. I think that's
shadow.
a
that's
lot of
more than just a
birds.
trend. Yeah, he's standing in metaphorically for sure. And another bird.
Another bird.
Oh my God.
A
Birds are- But this is different. Love it.
bit more conceptual with the way the illustration is handled.
Yeah.
I would have maybe make that the author's name a little bit smaller, way
I
smaller
agree.
actually.
I agree.
You can keep the same difference of the last name and the first name in terms of like but just way like almost I would say 50% smaller
Mm.
because
And
right
I
now
would
it's
say
five.
that the author's name, the two sizes is not enough. There should be more contrast, like Jenny should be at
Yeah,
least a few points smaller, more. And Fagan, the last name is larger, bigger, more hierarchy, stronger.
well, it is where the top of the A is sort of is nesting inside of the N there, and the top of the A on the side F is nesting in between the J and the E. So
There's not,
maybe
yeah, there's not enough contrast,
you know,
but
fair
other,
enough.
I think it's great. Ooh, look at this.
Very illustration forward.
A novel.
Would potentially put the title of the book white and maybe the name of the person yellow.
Mm.
Um, I'm a fan of like
And
of separating of the colors, like white, yellow, like some kind of like some separation. Um, or maybe the whole title is the gargoyle tree in the middle of our kitchen.
I agree
I
with
want
you.
to like this, but I don't. I don't know why. I want to like this. I should like this, but I don't. I can't tell you why.
Can I just make one little comment?
Jump right in.
Maybe the author's name is in white because he's a big author. I don't know. I've
Yeah,
never heard that.
yeah. You're probably right.
Maybe.
A novel once again is lost. Y'all, come on, y'all. What?
But the subtitle should definitely be in a lighter color.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that
Fair
the
enough.
title is more
And is
pronounced.
it the
Like,
subtitle or is that the title?
in
It's
the
not
middle of
it's
our
not
kitchen.
terribly clear. The Gokran tree in the middle
Well,
of our kitchen.
I think it's a subtitle.
or it
It's
could be treated
visually
as a
it's
Or
subtitle.
maybe
treated as a
not. I don't know.
subtitle. Yeah.
No.
You know.
Moderation.
We're seeing some of that classic painterly style, but very distorted here.
And then kind of like that with the
Really.
digitalness of the
Hmm.
kind of blurring or yeah, I don't like this one.
I like it. I love the dog.
Yeah. The
Once again, a novel
the
and
dog has got
script.
something else that he's paying attention
I
with.
love the dog.
I
So this
just
has
feel like
got to be I don't know what this is, if it's a photo and just completely distorted, you know, photoshopped and all. But it also has kind of a painterly,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not sure, but I really like it.
A little bit more of distortion with the image in a somewhat similar style,
Yeah,
where things are bent out of proportion.
I
very
feel like
true.
this would be better as a movie poster, not a book title.
Mm-hmm.
This is a movie poster. This would be a great movie poster.
It is really cinematic.
Yeah, like
Even
I mean,
the
I'm always a
image.
fan of the text going like back in space and different angles. I'm always yay for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for a book cover, oh maybe that is maybe that is a thing. It's an action book, whatever. But um,
Yeah.
great
It's
movie
a lot of
poster.
impact as a book cover. I think it works.
Mhm.
I mean, there's some movement, it's interesting, it's unique.
This is I've seen this so many different times. Like
Mm.
another movie cover, movie movie poster.
How do we find that
Nice.
balance
I like that.
between
I like it.
signaling genre, but still having it be original and engaging and looking fresh?
It just feel like it's from the 2000s.
No, I think it's looks fresh. But I hear where you're coming from, Mike.
Like I almost feel like book cover should pick an era, or merge the two. Like make it look like throwback, lean into that. Make it look contemporary, lean into that, or merge genres and time periods. I feel like
Well,
when you have that contrast, there's more of a conversation to be had. But this just feels like you
yeah,
know Born Identity. Which I love those. I've seen those movies
yeah,
like 50 million times,
yeah.
right?
Well,
Um,
the cover should definitely convey what the book is about, the period,
there you
the
go.
message.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it's
So,
definitely giving thriller genre.
Yeah.
yes.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the point. So there we go.
Ooh. Oh my God.
I would love to see this printed. I'm so
Mm.
curious. Is that some kind of varnish like that with some kind of like something happening?
Mhm.
I
How
love
are
the
all those
type.
layers working in the print?
Yeah, yeah. I love the type. A novel once again is so small. Is it that important to put in there? If we put it as an afterthought. I like this one.
I give it an A plus.
Yeah. Hands always work.
Mm.
Just the same font. I feel like this font was used with the yellow cover with the feral cats.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Very similar. If not the same,
Very
because those
interesting.
M's are pretty distinct.
Yeah. It's interesting.
uh,
It's kind of an unusual approach to collage. You've got the elements of making a collage, but they're not quite joined yet.
this feels like I think they designed for designers. This is for
Mm.
designers,
Hmm.
and I'm curious for like when designers design. Do we design to say, "Hey, I'm sure if they see us design, they're going to get like other designers getting it," versus designing for the sake of what the book is about. And
Right,
this
and how do
probably is
you
the book
reach
isn't
the
probably
audience for
about
that
this.
book?
There you go.
Somebody has an original, prefer the original. Somebody said, wrote.
Ah, okay. Was this a paperback adaptation
And
of
it
a
feels
hardcover
like
or?
okay. This would be weird, y'all. I'm going to just say it. This feels like the cheap version of Helvetica. This doesn't feel like Helvetica New or Helvetica, all the different versions they've been doing recently. Feels like the cheap version of Helvetica, like the one you just get when you type on your computer. It's
Oh,
fine.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna bust in here and say maybe after this cover, maybe then we can go to some questions from the audience.
Oh, okay. At night he lifts weights.
I love the image. I don't love the type.
Mm.
I love the image. I've never seen anything like this before. I love the image.
It's definitely unique.
I would maybe have the type super small in the top left corner, regular. Because I feel like doing that text around it, you're taking away from the beauty of the image itself.
Hmm.
I do like the image where it says it is translated. That text there, fine.
Hmm.
I don't mind at the bottom with the author's name. I feel like that the spacing with the kerning with the letters up there, yeah, it's
You can almost see what's happening in InDesign that the designer was trying to do and where it wasn't quite working. Like I know exactly where I want to put the cursor and fix it.
yes, like right the he that H and the E.
I was
That's
looking
what
at that
the
same
I
combination.
I
Yeah.
think it would have been more successful if the designer maybe increase the point size of the title a little bit and kern where the letters are crashing. And the author's
there you
name
go.
should simply set with on a, on a horizontal, no wrapping. That's way there's a marriage between the title and the image,
Mm.
Yeah,
a better
yeah,
marriage.
yeah. Or if that title up top is super small,
Hmm.
like
Mhm.
and spaced, where kind of like there's ample where the kerning is really super wide. Um, yeah, that he man, that he's got my last nerve, man. Come on, y'all. What is going? Open it up.
You can't read, you can barely see stories. It needs to be set maybe in upper and lowercase and a light
Yeah,
color.
yeah. I would even take the stories off.
Well, it's definitely pretty insignificant there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man,
Okay.
good stuff.
So I uh, I will ask the audience to please put their questions in the chat, and I will get to them as they're in there. I'm going to start with something though that was mentioned pretty early in the chat, which is, can you say something about accessibility in cover design?
Mm.
Is that something
What do you
In
mean?
which,
like for
in terms of
visually,
content, in terms of the way it's designed,
the way it's
the color
designed?
theory.
Does it, yeah, for visually impaired?
But for example,
Well,
some
I
of
think
those
that's
the color combinations we were looking at could be problematic for someone that has color blindness issues for sure.
I'm curious what the process is now for designers when they're working on covers, but I don't see it because I feel like when you are taking that approach for design, like you may take less risk in terms of look and feel. Like you want to make sure is illegible first, and then let's not do anything that will take away from it being something where it can be easily read, particularly um if you are colorblind, or sensitive to different like because I know when you put like red and green on top of each other, like it kind of vibrates a little bit. But from what I've seen, most of those covers don't feel like they kind of fit with they're accessible. But that's just once again, I wasn't looking at it with that lens at the time we were doing it, but I feel like that's almost a yeah. I'm just curious what that approach is. If you're looking at it from that point, is it really more so about the content that the book is talking about, the subject matter? If the subject matter, I feel like will warrant how accessible people want it to be versus it just being, fiction
Mhm, mhm.
or different kind of genre. So.
Um, Another question is, what are some recent cover trends you've been happy to see fall out of fashion? And Nita, I'm very interested in your perspective, having done a lot of different, having both taught design and then also having done a lot, a wide variety of, for a wide variety of publishers. what are some trends that you're glad to see are over?
Oh, wow. That's an interesting question. I guess I've really never thought about it. Um, I don't really have an answer. Because when I see, like, I've been kind of out of the loop the last couple of years, and I'm semi-retired. But when, like, I just walked into my local bookstore, Browser Books, and there's so many fabulous covers. I was just so excited to see all the new talent. And because I work with some of the older, I'm older, probably more than the oldest in this whole group. But all of us older designers are like retiring. So there are newbies, new talent coming out. And seeing their work is just inspires me and makes me happy.
Great, great. That is a really positive message. There's a question about the difference between what you would call a hardback and maybe the original release, as opposed to the more trade paperback. And I mean, we saw in the chat, there were some differences in what might be the first run cover or the hardback cover, and then they have a different design on a later edition or later printing. Can anyone speak to that?
Because I wonder too, when, hardback versus paper, usually when it's hardback, the cover, there's the jacket, you can play around with the more, and then you take off the jacket, there's still the book itself. And so, um, I'm it's always feel like it always feel like the second edition of a book is sometimes better than the first, because the first one they're just trying to we have to get the book out, right? And you kind of settle a little bit. And I feel like once you sort of read the feedback you get from the book, and then you want to lean it more so on a subject matter or a theme in the book that really, I would say, resonate with folks, and then you want to redo the cover. And so I feel like in what I've seen, whatever, the second edition seems to be a little bit better designed versus the first one. And so, but I feel like with paperback, because it is limited in what you can do, I feel like you can explore a little bit more with paperbacks as well. So I don't know. I feel like it's very subjective. I feel like.
I feel too, the paperback version is usually better a little bit because you work out those issues, or, you could tweak it from the hardcover.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also at that point is when there is a quote added from a major author or an Oprah quote.
And it depends on how successful the hardcover was, because it also gives you an opportunity to give the book a new life with the new
Yes.
cover if you want to
But
introduce
it's
it to new
rarely
people.
a totally new look, new design. Because the publisher's already paid for the hardcover, including the paperback, so they don't want to start from scratch.
Yeah, I think we do see
Good
it both
marketing.
ways. I think it depends on the book.
Yeah, okay, well, anyway.
All right. Well, we have just about come to the end of our time. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for Mike and Nita and Victor for a really entertaining romp through a bunch of covers and given your unvarnished opinions, but also it was great to hear about how some of your opinions were informed by, real cover design principles. So I hope that people have taken that away. And please check out these designers, y'all. Check out their websites, check out their work. And please join us for the next PPN ProDev session. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, y'all. That was great. Let's do it again.
It's fun.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe next time we'll do mostly nonfiction.
Ooh. Ooh, I love
It's been a
that.
pleasure.
That's the